Hey, my precious friends. How are you doing today? It's time for some Lela cooking, and today I'm going to show you how I make air fryer sticky chicken, one of my little recipes I make. But first, our video scripture is 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, and everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh and Messiah Yeshua concerning you. Amen. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, friends, we're making some sticky chicken legs. But first, you got to start by washing, and I bought a big pack of chicken, like a family size pack, and I'm going to have it for dinner, and I'm going to freeze the rest of it for later. I'm batch cooking some sticky chicken legs, so yeah, it's for one person, but this could be your whole family, a really good meal for tonight. Y'all try it, but first, always wash your meat. Next stage is going to be put on some gloves before you handle any kind of raw meat, even in your own kitchen. Just don't do it. Keep you some this is what I keep for a cleaning product, is rubbing alcohol. I have a video coming out with my cleaning mixtures that I make, but that will kill the salmonella or anything else that can be naturally on raw meat. So, and if you have touched raw meat with the gloves, you take that off just like that and don't touch, so you don't get the contact of the whatever onto, and you transfer the bacteria onto the bottle or the counter or anything else. Now I'm putting paper towels down on top of an old towel that I've washed over and over. It's about 100 years old. It's not pretty, but I bleach it every time and I make sure that it's good and clean before I use it again. But I'm going to put that chicken that I washed onto this paper towel. And then I'm going to start by putting my seasonings. Well, no, I'll put oil first. But I'll take the gloves off. It's kind of like a little process to try to eliminate from getting any kind of germs or bacteria onto anything. So here's the chicken that I washed. And what I'm going to do is just going to place them. And you see I'm using my right hand only. My left hand, I haven't touched anything. I don't have any nastiness on there. And yes, it's clean chicken, but like I said, bacteria naturally can live on raw meat. So, okay, so I'm going to put this back in the sink. And now I'm going to take this dirty glove off, like so. And I have a clean hand. And I have a clean glove. So I'm going to open all of my spices. Get that ready. Because the reason I'm doing it this way is because I'll be touching the chicken with I'm trying to avoid getting another glove. I have a whole box of gloves, but I'm trying to be conservative and not waste anything. So I'm opening all of my spices because I'm about to rub oil all over this chicken. And then I'll use my clean hand with my gloved hand, and then I'll use my clean hand to put the spices, because I'll be taking this glove off. I'll be turning the chicken over to do the other side. So what I do is I will drizzle oil. This is olive oil. Just a little bit. All over the chicken. Just a little bit. Alright, now, once I touch this chicken, this glove is, we're going to just view it as contaminated, although it's dirty. And this is how I do it. This is like the nursing process, but with raw meat. Clean, dirty, sterile, all the things. Okay, so now I'm going to take my clean hand and I'm going to salt, pepper. And I'm not going to give you amounts to put on this. You're just going to put it on there to your delight. You may like a lot, you may like a little. This is just pink salt, Himalayan pink salt. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Complete seasoning. Oh, not that much. I went a little bit generous there. It's just pouring right on out. My favorite, Louisiana Cajun seasoning. Got to have some Louisiana in there. If you hang around with me, you're going to see I like flavor. You can, if you want to, you can add some cayenne pepper, but I'm not going to today. I'm not wanting that heat, but I'm also about to add some Texas Pete to the mix. So let's do that. And of course, I didn't take the lid off, so I've got to try to manage getting it off with one hand. And voila, I'm talented like that. I did it. Remember, I got my dirty hand. I've got to flip the chicken over. And I'm just going to a little bit of Texas Pete. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the oil. I'm just going to put a little bit of Texas Pete drops all over the chicken. And that's going to give me the heat that I could have got with a cayenne pepper, but I just wanted some Texas Pete. Okay, so the next step is to flip it over. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. And I'm still going to be managing my hands. My clean hand and my gloved hand is to touch the chicken. Because this is not necessarily a sterile procedure. This is a clean procedure. Okay, back to the oil. Olive oil. Same thing, just a little drizzle. Alright, so I was a little bit generous with that one, so I'll just take some from him and give it to him. Alright, my guy. You can't have it all. Alright, remember salt and pepper. Pink Himalayan salt. You can use no salt if you have blood pressure problems or you're avoiding salt. And you can use your fancy cracked pepper and your grinder and all that good stuff. I've got one over there, but I just use my pepper shaker because that's what I grabbed. And there's no measurements. Just sprinkle it on till you just think time is up. All right, next, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of onion powder. And I've got a mess here I'm going to have to clean up, of course. Some Badia complete seasoning. I'm surprised I don't have my mushroom and Parmesan truffle mix out here, because that's my go-to. I love seasoning with that, but I don't. I don't think I've ever used it in my chicken recipe. All right, and of course we're going to put the Cajun, Louisiana Cajun. I got this pack of chicken for under $3. I thought I got a good deal in today's market. This inflation's got me like, whoa. All right, so we're going to put some hot sauce, some Texas Pete. What's your favorite hot sauce? Okay, and yeah, it's not neat. It's just kind of on there. I'm not going to like rub it in or anything. I'm just going to leave it as is. And I still got my gloved hand because I've got to... Okay, I got that many in there. I got 6 in there and I have 3 left. So I'm going to have to do 2 batches. And I have a big air fryer, but that's all I could fit in there. You could cook this in the oven too if you just wanted to cook all of them. Alright, this is where I pull off this glove. So now both of my hands are clean. Because I don't want to touch my appliance with any kind of like chickeny hands. No chickeny hands. So let's start her up. And I'm going to do the bake feature. 375. Start. And I want that turn. Wait. I want that turn reminder on. Bake. And the chicken's in there, even though it's already preheating. I do that all the time. Alright, we'll come back. I'm going to flip it halfway through, which I think is about 10 minutes. I'm going to flip the chicken. So I'll bring you back when I flip it. Okay, we're more or less halfway through, and I'm going to flip all the chicken legs. I'm going to try to keep them going in the same direction that they're going, so it's a little bit awkward trying to film and do it. One hand flips. I'm talented like that, huh? I can manage. I don't know what happened to this guy. He kind of drawled up. He's having epilepsy. Poor fella, what happened to you? Okay, so I've got them all flipped over, and I'm going to continue cooking. Oh, crap. Now I got to start over. It don't matter. I just know in about 10 minutes that I need to check it again. And then once we get it done, the chicken is done. Mostly done. 98% done. We're going to do step 2. So we'll be back when we're ready to do step 2, which is going to be a surprise. Okay, friends, that's what it's looking like. You just make sure that your chicken's done. Now, if you got a thermometer, and I'll insert with the right temperature for drumsticks for them to be done. But I do it the country way, and I just tear my chicken legs on up. And just make sure that it runs clear. The juices run clear. See? Can you see that? Juices run clear. Okay, the next step to make sticky chicken, and it don't matter that I got this little bit in the bowl. That's neither here nor there. Is I'm just going to use this sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. Now, I love Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I'll insert a little thumbnail. But this whole inflation, shrinkflation's got me. Like, I can't freaking afford Sweet Baby Ray's anymore. No, I can, but I'm having to choose my battles. And when it's coming to the food prices, you know, to make my food budget go further, I'm having to make some choices sometimes. Okay. So I got a couple of chicken legs in there, and I'm just going to cover them with some chicken, with some barbecue sauce. Now, if you make your own barbecue sauce, you really are the MVP. And this is where you can put your own sauce, and you can adjust your seasonings and sauces however you want to get it like you would like it. It's very versatile. And then I'm just going to flip it over. And I'm not going to waste this sauce that's in the bottom of the bowl. I'll swab it on here. And just kind of get it all covered. And you could put, like I said, you could put more or less. But that's enough. I'm kind of doing low carb, but I'm still having some carbs, as you can see. So I'm not going to go too crazy with it. But I am going to swab up what's in there. So I'm taking every bit of the chicken, all the chicken legs that I've cooked in the air fryer. And I'm coating with some sweet and spicy. This is where the sticky chicken comes in at. This one's kind of got broke a little bit. I broke his leg. Haha. And this one, I don't know what happened to him. He wasn't like that when I put him in the air fryer. He drawed up. I don't know what happened to this guy. And I'm just kind of taking these last two, and I'm going to use all that sauce that's in the bottom of the bowl. So I don't waste. I don't like to waste. Like I just mentioned, these grocery prices got me like, oh, we're not going to be wasting a drop around here. Same thing with this one. I'm going to just use everything that's in this bowl and swab it up. Get this. That's what it's looking like. And I'm going to return it back on. I'm going to put it on for 5 more minutes in the air fryer. And we'll be back and I'll show you. This is going to be my side dish. I'm just going to steam this in the microwave, and I'm going to just get out a portion of it and use it for with a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese, and the rest of it I'm going to save for another recipe. I'm just going to get it out, use enough of this for one person, you know, one meal for me. Looking like, friends. And I got the broccoli cooked, and I've got the rest reserved for the stir fry, and I'll probably make that recipe and show you guys. And I still have to cook the other chicken. I'm going to do that, but I'm not waiting around because I'm hungry and I'm ready for my meal. I'm going to freeze a lot of this for, and I batch cook like that for myself. I had 9 pieces of chicken in the pack, and it was just under $3. It was like $2.89 or $2.90 for the whole pack. And then I'm going to try to stretch that broccoli. I'll probably put me 1 plate up just like this one. I'm going to freeze it just like that in just a freezer container already pre-made, and then the rest of the drumsticks I'm going to freeze them by 2s, just for batch cooking and future meals purposes. I could always pull the chicken off the bone and make barbecue sandwiches out of it too, but I probably won't. I love me some chicken drumsticks. Love it. Anyway, I'm going to cook the other chicken, and I'm going to get into this. And this is what it's looking like. Let me get me a thumbnail. Drinking ice water with it. Simple little meal on a budget. Let me know in the comments if you try my recipe. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. To my MVPs who keep coming back and hanging with me, God bless you. Well, God bless everybody. But thank you, and you know you're my little weirdos, and I love y'all. Have a very blessed day. Lela out. I was just kidding. I had to show y'all I did finish making the rest of them, and this was the end result. A big old plate of sticky chicken legs. Yeah, they're messy, and they're sticky, but oh, worth it. You gotta try it. Now, Lela out. Y'all have a blessed day.